Oh,
We're rolling?
we're rolling. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to It's Not You, It's Us.
Podcast.
How y'all doing? The podcast. You want to say the podcast?
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Still not in the new apartment.
We're not. We might have lied a little bit.
Just a little bit. But the next one for sure.
For sure.
Even though we said that last time.
This is it. Because
Yeah.
everything's like packed up. We're in my old apartment now. Different setting because we're sitting at the bar. Wanted to try something a little different. I wanted to see, I don't know, eating breakfast together and stuff. We're going to just see how it
we're on the
goes.
move. We're doing a lot today. Just want to do something real quick.
Because honestly, I don't think we're going to get another video in probably for another week. Because it's Friday. We're moving stuff today, moving stuff tomorrow, moving stuff literally all this weekend.
Yeah.
And then we're going to just be setting shit up and getting comfortable in our new place. So, yeah.
Excited. So excited.
We got the keys. I'm literally going to eat while we're doing this. But we got the keys yesterday, which was Thursday. And Jamise was bastard.
I'm the best.
Not you.
Because it's yours. It's yours.
I was making a joke last night, and I was calling her, I said Auntie.
Auntie Auntie.
What was I even trying to say? Aunt Jemima or Aunt Annie? Is there like a thing that says Aunt Annie?
Auntie Annie's at the mall.
The pretzel.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know where I was going with that or anything.
Is it Auntie Annie's?
Yeah.
I think so. At the mall.
Yeah.
They have
the pretzels.
And the cinnamon stuff.
Yeah. For the people that don't want to hear the smacking, you can skip this video.
It also might not even be that loud.
Hopefully not. We'll find out as we're editing, so I might put another disclaimer.
We're from the future here.
Because the last episode that we did, and if you guys watched it, I think right now it only has one view because
it's okay. We just posted.
Posted it. Yeah, we'll give it some time, but I put a disclaimer in front of that video or in the beginning because the audio was messing up and it kept going in and out.
Don't know why.
But I think that's just the microphones. Like, you need the microphone to be right here in front of your mouth.
I don't think it is a microphone because on our very first episode we used them and I was pretty far away.
Bro, I love when Jimmy's cooks breakfast, bro. I used to love making breakfast for my friends, but when she started doing it, it's something that she does with them pancakes, bro.
Literally not anything different. I think it's just because I don't use what's on the box.
She measures with her heart. I measure by the instructions, what's on the box.
The instructions are there. It's like
it's for people that don't know how. But that shit bust. But she sprinkled a little of me in the pancakes by using nutmeg.
Nutmeg, cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla. Just a little bit.
Just a smidge. But today, we're going to go and try and find some podcasting chairs to sit in. And then we're going to go to... She needs a bed. No, you have the mattress.
I have the mattress and the box spring, which, let me tell y'all something. Not sponsored, but Mattress Firm. All right, we all know the joke. They're money laundering because there's nobody in there ever. Customer service, I need to get that man name. When I go home tonight, I need to call. Because they were so nice. The guy was like, oh, let me help you here. Let me see if it's at the warehouse. It wasn't. It has to go through FedEx, which is fine. He got me a discount on the box spring. The mattress itself was already half off. They had a deal going on. A steal. And so nice. Nice customer service. I've never been to Mattress Firm. Never been inside. Customer service, though, A1. Beautiful. Lovely. Helped me so much. Because we're not in the apartment yet, and I wanted to deliver it to the apartment. I live an hour away from the apartment currently. I'm not driving that thing an hour to the apartment.
How would you even be able to drive the whole thing over there?
Without getting a U-Haul, and that U-Haul go crazy because I'm so far away.
The amount of money you'd have to put in for gas and shit.
And that's why I didn't do movers, because... An hour? Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I was originally going to do movers. I got hurt at work, and I hurt my shoulder. And I was like, okay.
She's not acting like it.
I know. But it definitely, it's the drugs. But But I'm having to like all the willpower is gonna be for this move, and then all next week I'm not doing shit. Because I already know
shit on hangers.
It's gonna throb. Even the hangers, like even doing this, my shoulder is burning. Damn, crazy. Oh well,
keep doing it though.
It's what we have to endure and what we have to go through. I'm trying. Okay, so I normally eat like a slobbery pig. So I'm having to like, okay, girl, like I noticed, I was like,
calm
damn,
down.
you ate the entire half of the pancake in one go. Like, relax. Cut them up like you did when you were little.
Relax. No, when nobody's watching, don't talk to me. I don't have time to talk.
I don't have time.
I'm
to
too busy.
Talk. It's either chewing, eating, swallowing, and breathing. I don't even breathe.
Doesn't drink.
No.
She doesn't drink when she eats at all whatsoever. Like, it'll be a whole Sunday dinner, and she won't touch anything. She won't touch a single piece of liquid.
A little piece of liquid.
She just don't drink. I'm like, girl.
Okay, let me relax because I'm really eating this shit down. Okay, it's literally only been like, what, 10 minutes of the recording. Let's choke.
No.
Also, this is a plate from my job.
Really?
Yes. This is a plate from my job.
Where you got that from? I was like, that's cute.
It doesn't match anything. She has one plate that just so happened to not get packed up. And then we put all the food on my cutting board. Oh, yeah, Jamaica. We're thinking about going on our girls' trip to Jamaica.
Now we've heard everything.
Yeah.
We've been doing the research. We know it's a little hot down there right now.
Yeah, some crazy people.
But we are not excavationers. Is that what it's called? We ain't going on no journeys. We're gonna be at that resort. If it's not at the resort, we're not going.
We're not going anywhere else. Yeah,
we'll be safe.
We're gonna stay at the resort and anything. We want to try and find a resort that I feel like a majority of resorts are gonna have like a little beach area.
Yeah, private beach area.
Private beach area. They have to have like a beach or something because if they have like water excursions and.
They have the ones where it's like your rooms is like basically on like a deck or like a porch.
When you go into the water.
And it's like it's over the water. They have some of those.
I was making a joke with Sarai a couple days ago, and I was like, yeah, girl, I want to get one of those massages and clay and stuff.
The clay.
And she told me, she went on a whole tangent and was like, actually, girl, 2 problems that happen. Outsiders, tourists, go looking to do those clay stuff and then like sexualize the men, so like are trying to like get freaky with the men that do the clay. So then that's giving the men either one, they don't indulge, or they either indulge or they don't indulge, and it just makes it like awkward. So now like a lot of the people out there, a lot of the guys that are doing the clay stuff, like they're expecting tourists to be like that. And then there are some cases where I don't know how factual. If you go look up on TikTok or something, maybe on TikTok or Instagram, there's probably some stories. But apparently, like this one girl got like, a situation happened that she didn't want to happen. Not too deep, but they basically he tried, and she was like, no. So we might not get the clay massage. We might just do like a spa day at the resort. I know, right? I know, right? I've seen all those videos of like the going on like a boat ride down like a thing.
I can't even swim. So what the hell am I doing all that for?
That's fine.
I can't swim for shit. No, they can walk in the water. I'm pretty sure they walk.
Deep. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't swim though.
Yeah. But there has to be some type of like spa thingy there. Any type
and then
like
push come to shove, we'll just be at the water all day and drink. Get a little tan. I love it when I get tanned.
She was talking about, Sarah was talking about all the, she's like, ooh, let me get a water tonic. Not a water tonic.
Damn.
A vodka tonic.
Water tonic.
She want to stay hydrated. No, a vodka tonic. And is tonic like...
It's a mixer.
Isn't it the same as... It's not soda, like club soda, right?
I want to say it is.
Right? But there's one that tastes good and then there's one that doesn't. I think the one that does taste good is like... has with quinoa. No, with Kawani. With cayenne. No. With Kiana.
What you trying to say? What is it?
It's like an additive. It's all right. So I go to Publix.
You know what quinoa is?
Yes, it's
Okay.
it's vegetables. It's
Quinoa
grain.
is grain. It's like
grain.
the rice substitute or something like that. Or you put it in rice, actually. You can. Rice and quinoa. You put rice.
You put rice.
Is it a lagoon?
What?
A lagoon is like a peanut, I'm pretty sure is a lagoon.
Oh, I'm like
it's
Loch Ness Monster?
No,
what are
it's
you talking
peanut
about?
is considered a lagoon, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-mm.
I'm spitting, bro. I know what I'm talking about.
Which is so stupid. Who called
Speak for yourself. I know what I'm talking about.
Who called peanuts lagoons?
It's like so you know how you have let's talk about animals. Let's talk about butter sausage. Let's talk about the different animals. You have like mammals and this and that and that. So like lagoon is like a category.
Yeah, but mammals is its own word. And lagoons, that's already a word. That's like SpongeBob.
You know what? I don't think it's called a
Lagoon.
lagoon. I think it's called something else where it sounds like lagoon, but it's spelled differently, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, because that ain't real. But when I tell you, there is so much dust and dog hair that collects behind like bookshelves, entertainment system and stuff. You got the couch, you got a dog bowl, water bowl, food bowl, and everything, and then you got like this huge entertainment system. So I moved, not entertainment system, but like what are they called?
I was wrong with it.
Right.
But
No, that's a display case.
Yeah.
There we go. A display case. I moved the display case out the way. Why is there like a whole, basically a cup of dog food underneath there? Chives literally eats like
hiding it.
I think so, because I was wondering. I was like, why are you scratching over there? Because I was cleaning and moving stuff, and I move it, and there's like, kid you not, like 20 pieces of kibble underneath. I'm like, damn.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Sorry, I need to stop mocking you. Because it was hilarious, but me mocking you wasn't. Okay, so Jamaica. London, move in, Jamaica.
Oh, we're going to the festival.
Yes. That it's mixed up. So London, move in, festival, Jamaica, Texas.
Yes, we're when is Jamaica? June, January, March, May, June, July. So
August, September.
actually, it's gonna be festival, Jamaica. You should know, and then Texas.
All right, so technically, it's move in, Pierce the Veil concert.
Right. Oh shit, that's next week.
Yeah, it is.
That's next week on Friday.
We just got a lot going on. We got a lot going on. But the Renaissance Festival, I've gone to the Renaissance Festival probably the past like 4 years, and we're going for the Pirates weekend, the Pirates themed weekend.
I've never been to a festival.
So
I'm not gonna say a
amazing.
festival. I've never been to a Renaissance festival. I'm very excited. I want to find me a fine, sturdy looking man.
I was like, I will find my Captain Jack Sparrow out there. I want to go find that one girl. You put your hands up in these handcuff little things, and then she like pours the beer into your mouth and like talks.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be trying not to laugh and giggle out of like embarrassment and like
I'm gonna take that shit
shyness.
with pride. I'm not.
She's gonna be
I'm not
like, she's gonna be
laughing.
gulping down. That's
No,
eye
literally,
contact.
I'm gonna be chugging that whole. Give me the keg.
Give me the
whole
keg. I want to stay right here.
I'll take it.
But
You get a
everyone's been
prize?
doing that. But they have shows. I saw a dog show once, and then they brought out a
Cute.
goose. They brought out a goose and was like, "This is Julia the goose." I have a video. Yeah, I was
That's
like, "What
cute.
the hell?"
That's cute. Oh, at home, I gotta see if I can get some baby geese action.
You're gonna steal the baby
I'm not
geese
gonna
from your
steal
home.
it. I'm gonna record them
I
because
was
they
like,
walk
you're
together.
gonna get some baby geese, put them in a box, and bring them to where we stay.
No, absolutely not. That would be awful.
kidding
That would be awful. They're just really
Geese
cute. They're
snapping?
so fuzzy.
Geese
They're
nap,
fluffy.
fluffy.
They're fluffy. They're so cute, and they're just waddling behind the parents. There's a lake in the neighborhood, and that's where they
Reside.
get it on and have their bababies.
Get it
Geese
on.
lay eggs.
You
right?
watch them.
Stop trying to make me seem weird, bro. You always do that shit.
I feel like in this cup, so like like almond milk, and it like gets these like
film. Like heated it up 5 times.
Maybe that, yeah. But it's like you remember in Harry Potter when she was like, your fortune, drink it all. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what's happening in here,
bro. I bet if we looked at this thermostat in here, it'd say 68.
It does, because it's
getting chilly as fuck.
You start rubbing your knees a little bit, start aching, a little bit of arthritis kicking in.
The arthritis.
So when we go to the Renaissance Festival, you're going to have so much fun.
I'm excited. So much fun. Dude, they have turkey legs.
Oh, of course. Double.
Let me tell y'all something. Damn.
I love me some turkey legs.
Bro. So my crack is Disney World. I don't care what anyone has to say about it. You're a Disney adult? Yes. I guess. I mean, I haven't been. I've only been once grown, but still, that's our crack, and we just fuck those turkey legs up. I kid you not. Ever since the ripe age of 6, I've been fiending for a turkey leg.
Since you were 6?
This is the first time I went when I was 6, so I was like,
and you had one then?
We had, one. We had 2 a day. No, I'm joking.
2 a day.
I would say we probably had at least 1 a day. And it would be 4 of us, so we would get 2.
Dang, I didn't see turkey legs when I went.
The last time we went, last year, year before last, we went. They didn't have them as often. Like, we had to find it, and then it was a little salty.
Okay, so let's switch up the convo. Audiobooks. Yes. So we had mentioned in the last podcast, episode 3, about like movies and stuff we've been listening to or watching. Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about the audiobooks. So me and Jamise, we work together, so we like listen to books together, like at the same time. There's some that we'll listen to on our own, but we have like our little book club and everything. Yeah. The first one I think we really fully listened to together was Lights Out.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Lights Out.
My baklava.
The thing that goes, like, covers the face and everything. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this book, let me not, like, swerve. I'm swinging like, back and forth.
Let me,
But it was based off the girl. I forget her name. So, main character girl, main character guy, okay? Mm-hmm. Girl has social media page, and she's, like, obsessed with, like, she has a kink for masked people, masked men.
Masked men.
She has like this I guess fantasy of like an intruder or something, or a stalker or whatever. All these books that we listen to have like trigger warnings and stuff.
Yeah, this book is technically off the wall, so I'm not even gonna hold you. It's wild as fuck.
It's wild.
Like, it's very unrealistic. It's it's very just a fantasy dream.
Like, if this is happening in real life between a couple, okay,
like, y'all have issues.
there might be we're not gonna judge, but as long as there's consent and everyone's okay at the end of the day, then y'all go off, queens and kings, do what y'all want to do. But for me personally, it's a little bit more wild than everything. I like to say, I like some freaky stuff.
No, for real. Like, listening to it, I was like, damn, that's kind of hot. I can't imagine that. But like, dead ass, I can't imagine that. If it happened in real life, I'd probably kill him.
Yeah, police would be involved off rip.
For real.
But the girl and the guy. So the girl really liked this guy's page on social media, and he did like this thirst trap stuff with wearing a mask. Mm-hmm. And she probably liked and commented everything on there. It just so happened that they found each other in real life. I think the guy and his roommate, the guy and his roommate.
Yeah, she had like she had a fling, or like a friends with benefits almost type thing going on with this one guy.
The roommate,
and then
they like
his roommate was masked guy.
So Alice and Alyssa, something.
Alex was his name.
Was it?
I'm getting less confident.
Okay. Oh, they're gonna come. Is there a Lights Out 2 coming out? Oh, Caught Up. So Lights Out and then Caught Up. It's a trilogy.
Ooh, 3.
Lights Out, Caught Up, and I don't know.
They probably haven't gone the next.
Expected. All right, it's gonna
July.
be a trilogy. So Lights Out was the first one.
Yes.
Caught Up is June 10th. It's coming out June 10th, expected, and I guess the third one will come out eventually. That's really cool. Oh shit.
That's really
I
cool.
love that. I really love that. I do. Okay. Summary.
I'm buying that because I know the audiobooks probably aren't going to be out yet.
Josh.
Damn. Who the f is Alex?
I don't know. Okay, Josh, woman. Who is the girl's name? Like, what's the girl's name?
It's like Alice, Alyssa.
Allie, but I guess it's like Allison or something, but he calls her Allie.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you have Allie and Josh. Those are the main characters. I think in passing, Josh was in the kitchen. Allie went out to get coffee or something early in the morning. Didn't realize Josh was there. They like had a small chit chat talk, but then Josh became like damn near obsessed with her, like most beautiful woman he's ever seen. So quickly he began to do like, he's very tech savvy. Like, that's what he does for
job.
work. Yeah, he's like a hacker.
I wish.
And then what? They became into cahoots, and Josh actually legitimately like went and broke into Allie's house while she was at work, made a thirst trap video there. She was like, oh my gosh, that looks like my room. Like, wow, this is so almost so real. And then next thing you know, Josh's persona online started DMing Allie's fan account or whatever, and they started talking back and forth. He was actually showing up at her job. He was actually like sending her stuff, and
she works at a hospital. He hacked into their cameras to see her. And he would be like, what are you doing in that room?
yeah. Don't work yourself too hard.
Go sit down, go eat.
Showed up in the parking garage.
Huh?
Yeah.
Showed up in the parking garage. She was really tired one night. Showed up and she doesn't know who this is at the moment. She has her like little, this is probably so-and-so, but like he's not giving anything away. He has his mask on, everything, in her car, and was like texting her like, get in the car, I'll drive you home.
Yeah, he would never like, in the beginning, he didn't speak when they were in person. They would just text
she would
back
realize
and forth.
who it was.
And then at some point, he got a voice changer that he put inside of the mask.
Modulator.
Yeah.
Very nice. Modulator.
She knows
It was
these
probably
words.
like,
Yeah, something robotic and stupid.
no, I think it was like deep. And
it was, because in the audio version, it just deepened his voice a lot. But it's basically like stalker, primal, kinky, masked man book. Wild knife play. If that's all we're gonna say, and if you guys want to go and give it a listen, go ahead. I would give that book probably like a 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh, for the category that it's in, absolutely yes. I sure would. That was nice. I was like, okay.
And I'm really just an audiobook girl. Okay, we've said it before. If we really like the audiobook, we'll get the physical book and add it to like, our collection and everything, like display cases and stuff. But the audio version, like the people who are narrating and like voice acting for it, 10 out of 10.
They were really
not cringy
good.
at all.
They were really, really good.
I think people liked it because also they were with each other in the same room. Recording, so it was really like them talking to each other. Just so funny. But the spicy scenes they're up there. They're great. They're crazy.
They are crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would be at
we're just gonna say it. The knife. He stabbed the bed with the knife, and he told her to sit on it.
And she did.
She did. So that's literally the level of like, whoa, y'all some freaks.
Yeah, the
like,
handle, by the
freak
way.
Freakniks, yeah, the handle, yeah.
Like that makes it any better. Just the handle.
It does make it a little better but then that's horror. But but it was really good. I don't even want to think about that. What was the lesbian book?
Oh, this one is called The Mistakes We Made, and it's basically about a college student has a best friend, okay? I think her name's Parker. College student has a best friend, but what is her name? Cassie. So Cassie, she's in college.
Cassie Erin Parker.
Yes, so Cassie's in college, and it's parents' weekend at the college. She's not on good terms with her parents or her mom. She's just not on good terms with her parents. So she went out to party, go to the bar,
by herself.
Find a hot chick, something, and she finds this beautiful woman. She doesn't know who this woman is. Grown-ass woman.
Because Cassie at that time, let me just say, the book was throwing me off a little bit. I really had to power through listening to it because she loves it. So I was like, I'm giving it a try because she always gives the books I say a try. So I'm giving it a try. it threw me off just because of the age gap, I think. In this situation, it's like I didn't like that they were sneaking.
Yeah.
And Cassie's like 22, 23, I think.
Yeah.
And then Erin, the
40?
mom, in her 40s.
In 40s, either late 30s or early 40s.
I think early 40s. But it's just like, that was like, okay, I'm trying to get past that. Because, you know, people are attracted to older people, blah, blah, blah. But it was the sneaking behind each other's back with your daughter, like, in the same house. And it just threw me off, but...
I liked it. So basically one night she has this one night stand with this mysterious grown ass woman, and they cut it off.
The back of
they
the car.
leave, and the next morning it's Parents' Day breakfast. Parker asks Cassie to come to dinner with her mom because their relationship is a little. Yeah, come to breakfast with her mom because it's a little rocky. So she was like, you know, I want you to meet her and then it'll be nice, blah, 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 blah. They get there and it's Parker's mom. And that's who they hooked up with.
And they're literally playing footsies under the table.
Well, Parker was playing footsies with Erin because Erin was like, bitch, chill. This is my daughter.
No. Cassie was playing footsies with
Erin. Yeah, Cassie. Parker's the daughter.
And
so, yeah.
Erin was like, bruh, relax and stuff. But
she
still
liked
secretly liking it. And went to Parker's, like, her audition, her
what's it called?
It's
It's
like
not a
music
ceremony.
thing.
Her performance.
It was like a rock and roll performance thing. Because there was like a
chorus
band.
performance.
It wasn't a chorus. Because
Yeah.
I thought the girl that Parker had a crush on was like a rocker band girl. I don't know. Okay.
She's in band.
Okay. All right. Okay. But they were doing their thing.
Yeah.
They sat with each other in the audience while Parker was up on stage. Cassie went to the restroom.
So when Parker got off the stage, she was still like behind the scenes in a thing, and then they went to go do the in the bathroom.
Yeah, like
they watched all of Parker. They watched Parker's whole performance.
But it's just like, I'm like, wow, y'all like grimy. I just couldn't
imagine. Y'all like grimy.
I could not imagine that. Like, just not imagining our moms, but I could not, like, a friend and, like, trying, like, hooking up with, like, a family member of yours secretly, especially, like, a parent family member. Like, I'm like, I would literally feel like the nastiest, cockroachiest, like, piece of shit. That's insane.
That's just a crazy way for
my mom. I'm sorry. No, that's crazy to say.
That's wild. But I mean, I think it just depends. But if you just take your
mom,
like,
our
you have to think
out
about
of
it in
here.
a different mindset. We just
How?
We don't have the mindset in the sense that we both have older parents. Both of our moms are 60. So like,
but
I guess it depends like on. Hear me out. If you have like, I don't know. I guess it's just a dynamic because it's a different dynamic from having a 30 to 40-year-old mom while growing up versus a 19 to 20-something-year-old mom growing up.
I guess, like, I don't even know, dude. I can't even think. I couldn't.
Hear me out. Just like Lights Out, that shit would never fucking happen to me, but it was hot as fuck, and I liked it, and I liked listening to it. You know damn well if somebody broke into your house and then started texting on TikTok, you'd be like, what the fuck? Yeah. Okay? Same shit. And the age gap,
it's
girl.
Not even that, I can't say anything about that.
Exactly.
Anyways, because age doesn't matter. I mean, if they're hitting like 60 though, that's
crazy.
50, that's crazy. 40
depends on the money.
We didn't know. Depends on the money. We're both saying some wild shit right now, but no. Anyways,
depends on how it looks. Depends on how that check looks as well.
But we are not gold diggers, okay?
Oh no, I wouldn't purposefully. I would never get into a relationship with them thinking I actually like them, and then me being like, oh, this is just a bag. Now, if I were a sugar baby, and that was the agreement up front, there's nothing wrong going on there. Yeah, like we were on the same page.
Yeah.
The goal is to get in the will. That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah. It's a different dynamic, yes, between like us because we really care about each other too. But also like Cassie really didn't give a fuck. She didn't care at all. She didn't care about Parker at all.
Cassie, she didn't want to tell Parker.
Yeah, and she was fine with being secret about it.
Yeah, looking at it in that side, that was kind of
yeah, and I'm like, Parker, you were that okay with it? Like, I would not be
But
okay
think about it. Like, Parker, like, she went through a little mad spell, but then got over it. What the is wrong with Parker?
She did it so quick, too, but, like, and just accepted it, and I would have been freaking out a little bit more and angry a little bit longer than Parker was.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Cassie.
I'd have been like, all right, I ain't calling you fucking stepmom.
That part.
Weirdo.
And then they ended up getting married some years later. So what? Parker is like probably.
I feel like it doesn't even matter. I mean, Parker. Yeah, Parker still has a dad.
Not Parker. I mean, Cassie. Cassie, when they got married, Cassie was probably like mid to late 20s, and then her mom was like
50.
Yeah. 50
in 50s or 50.
That's like, there was definitely like 20 to 25. I think they said it was like 22-year difference or something. It's just wild. But
hey, if it works, it works. Whatever floats your boat.
I'd give that like,
I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10.
I'd give it a 6.
I liked it. I liked the fantasy about it. I liked how I just liked it.
And we don't have to like everything to like.
No, we don't. We can agree to disagree. That's fine.
Then we listened to. Now I love these. So Butcher and Blackbird is the first book.
I found that book. So we were both looking together on Casey, and then you were like, ugh, because the beginning, and I was like, girl, I'll give it a listen and I'll let you know.
Yeah,
it is a little vulgar, like.
It's gory.
Gory, there we go. It's a little gory because they're serial killers. But they only kill bad people, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah. And yeah, the accents are great too. I love me a good accent. Right. Bark, bark. It was really, so it took me probably like, honestly, like a month after she read it and was done when I finally picked it up. And I was like, fine. Because it was free on Spotify. So I was like, bro, I'm just going to give it a listen. And once I gave it a listen, I was like, oh, this is actually like a lot more like detail and a lot more of a story versus the eyeball maggots and stuff in the beginning that they were talking about. Because there was a lot more. And then I fell in love with the characters, and they were really great. And
even the side characters, they just had so much.
Yeah.
They had a foundation behind all of them, and I like when there's side characters with a story instead of just random ass side characters and you forget their fucking names and you don't know who's who. It was really good. I really like that. The only thing is, and they were building up the pressure, building up the steam before they just fully united and shit like that. The amount of times I was like, girl, if you just don't shut the hell up and kiss him or like him, and I was like, if you don't shut up and grab her and just like hug or something.
Because all the banter and the
I was like,
smack talk.
I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready. They got no.
Was ready
like,
for it.
I was like, wow. And I liked the suspense, but it was to the point where I was actually getting mad at them. And I'm like, bro, they're stupid. Just hug it out.
Yeah.
Why are you stalking her from a distance?
Yes. Wait, okay. How you're feeling and how you felt about the first one is how I felt with the second one.
I haven't touched the second one.
Yeah. So to give a recap on this, the 3 books, it's Butcher and Blackbird, then Leather and Lark, and then it's
Leather, Lark,
Scarecrow? No.
Scarecrow.
What's the...
Oh, not the old. The oldest guy or the
youngest brother?
I don't know.
Sith and Sparrow. Scythe or Sith? Scythe. Sith?
Sith.
Okay. Scythe and Sith and Sparrow. So first one is with the middle brother. Second book, Leather and Lark, is with the oldest brother. The last book is with the youngest brother. First book, he found her in a predicament because she got like locked in a cage where she murdered somebody.
Yeah, she got locked.
She got locked in there. And then he found her because he was trying to go and kill the person that she killed. And then they kind of just started blossoming from there. And then they made it a yearly thing to go like a game. Who can kill this person first? So they would meet up wherever in the country, and that would be like a yearly thing. And then they liked each other more and more. She opened up more. He let his guard down. She let her guard down. They became
It's going to sound so crazy, but the game thing, that was so cute. I know they did it to kill somebody, but like, it was so cute. The banter, it was adorable. I was like listening to it, and I was like,
Mm-hmm. Every year, like she missed him a lot, and he missed her, and like yeah, it was really nice.
And it'll be to a point where she was like, "Is he just doing it for the game, or like, does he actually like me? Like, does he like me? Does he like me the way I like him?" And I'm like, "Girl, yes."
Meanwhile, he's paying this little kid. He's standing outside of her house. Yeah, he pays this little kid to bring up little like gift boxes to her door. He's a cook. He actually cooks and has a restaurant and stuff. So he would be on the phone with her, telling her step by step how to cook while he's literally outside her house.
Literally, he'd be like, "Let's cook together."
Yeah, and she would be like, how do you know what I'm doing?
That would be when I'd be like, "Go in the house."
Yeah,
I would knock on the door.
Right.
Obviously, she wants to cook with you.
Yeah, I was like, that was annoying, but it was a really good one. And then they ended it. Oh, and something I do love about these books is they give you that final chapter. I don't know, a year later or a year later into the relationship.
Closing it, like it's ending the story. It's not left on a like cliffhanger.
Yeah. It's giving like that final happy scene, that final happy episode, but also a little like sprinkle of what the next book will have. So, Butcher and Blackbird, really good. 10 out of 10 for that one too. The Leather and Lark, she didn't listen to it because I was so iffy on it when I was listening to it that it didn't pique her interest, which is fair. I listened to it because I just wanted to.
She started it.
I started it and I was like,
finish.
Let me just get it over with. And apparently the first book everyone said is really good. The second book people would say, man, that's trash. And then the third book no one even talks about it. So will I listen to the third book? I don't know. But the second one, I don't even want to explain it because it really wasn't all that.
Damn, really? So now I'm extra not going to listen. I mean, no shade to the author or anything. It's just not our cup of tea.
Yeah.
The author's obviously fucking amazing.
Yeah, they have some good stuff. But, okay, so what you were saying, how you felt just get together already in the first one, it's like that in Leather and Lark times like 1,000. It was just obnoxiously like you're purposely, it's just annoying. I'm like, okay, like there's no reason for this girl to act like such a butthole to the guy. Like there's no, we're dragging this. You're dragging your attitude. It really reminded me of like an annoying girlfriend. Like
you were annoyed yourself.
Yes,
like,
I was annoyed with him. Like, dang, but he was so sweet and tried so much to make her comfortable and like even looked up things because she has like a fear of the dark and so she doesn't really sleep a lot because she had some traumatic stuff happen to her. So he literally looked up like a sleep getaway type of retreat to where it would help her get back on track with sleeping and make her like at peace and stuff. And then he stayed at their place and took care of her dog and house sat and everything because they actually were married. They got married because they needed to. So because she was trying to save him, and it's like a whole bunch. There's a lot of detail in it, and it's okay. The story is good, but I think also what just threw me off was the voice actors.
Nah,
it's trash.
Her laugh.
Because she was so theatrical. Yeah.
I was just like,
it was so like theatrical. It was not like, it was like the voice actors were just trying too hard.
But also, I mean, I guess it fits with her character because she was a bitch.
But
apparently.
She sounded fake. Like,
AI fake or like?
Yeah, like AI fake. And then, it's just, people love audiobooks because they say the whole it's a movie in your mind type of thing. And literally it just sounded like it was just so, no. Maybe it would have been better. Maybe I would have liked it better if the voice actors were a little better on that one. But then the third one.
Is it out already?
Yeah, it's out.
Okay.
It's been out, but I don't know if I'll ever give it a go-sies. Yeah.
I might try to read it.
I mean, like, read the book.
Because I like reading. I don't mind reading. I fucking love reading.
I don't. But I like my poetry books.
That's what you lost me.
Which is wild. I love poetry
books.
It's
okay. I will read it to write an essay,
I highlighted good quotes and stuff. I really like it. Maybe it's like, not meditation, but like your journaling moments.
It depends on the only poetry I've ever been exposed to is like fucking Shakespeare.
I was about to say, where art thou, my love?
Yeah, like
Juliet, my love. Juliet.
Excerpts, like giving in college, you have to write an essay on on 7 lines of words.
Give it a couple podcast episodes, and I'm gonna have you read some of my poetry books. I really love it. You might end up crying.
I want to say, give me a couple episodes and I'll have you reading a book. But like, if you genuinely don't enjoy it, I don't know.
It's not even that I don't enjoy it. I think it's like ADHD because I could read a passage or a paragraph. I could read a paragraph 5 times. But if the TV is playing or if someone starts talking, or I could be reading it, but I'll be thinking about something else. I'll think about going to the grocery store and cooking. You
gotta immerse yourself, man.
And it's...
You gotta...
Yeah, bro.
It's literally, when I read, I literally, like, I'm not even here. I'm not even sitting on this chair. I am that character going through these emotions.
And I can't.
There's literally... It's so fucking.
And sometimes that happens when I'm listening to audiobooks. Like if I'm not fully, I have to like rewind like 5 minutes because I'm listening, but I'm not retaining what I just listened to. So same with reading. I'm not retaining what I'm reading.
I feel more immersed when I'm reading than listening to audiobooks. I can listen to an audiobook. I will listen all damn day to an audiobook. I will comprehend everything. But when you're reading, it's like, I get to imagine what they look like. I get to imagine what they sound like, how I want them to sound like. Or like sometimes different scenes can get perceived in different ways. So like if I'm listening to an audiobook and she did her voice like this, like that's how that was perceived for that reader. What are they? Voice actor. But when I'm reading it, I could see it perceived in a different way and it means something to me. Okay, like the scene is different. It's just, I just love reading. I really do. I will devour a book. Tiger's Curse, I think it's a 4 or 5 book series. It took me 2 months to read the first book because it starts off so slow. To read the rest of the season, a month.
The rest of the season, like
the rest of the like however many books, a month.
So
except for I think the last one because it wasn't out yet when I started reading it, but as soon as it came out, I read it in like a week.
Dang, that's crazy.
I will skip meals to read.
Damn, dude.
I love reading. It's just nice.
All right, that's really good. Maybe one day I'll do that. Maybe you just need like a nice setting. So the new place, I'll go out in the gazebo.
Don't start off with Harry Potter. Too many fucking characters.
But also the 40,000 pages.
There's only like
5.
In the first book, there might be 300 to 400 pages. And then it's small. And then the font doesn't even fill the whole page.
It would have to be way more because like...
The first book?
3 to 4. That's not a lot of pages.
300 to 400?
Right? No? Or is it?
I don't think it's a lot of pages.
Oh, well.
What I think a lot of pages when it hits 7.
Paper.
The Hobbit? I've never read that. It's like a Bible. It's so thick. The Hobbit or Game of Thrones. Okay. One of those, either The Hobbit or the Game of Thrones.
Are you mean The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings.
No, that's a Bible.
No, yeah, my ex had them. My ex had all the or majority of like the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit books, and them hoes
were them all?
thick. He loved them. I liked watching the movies.
I will say I read all the Harry Potter books. Cannot tell you that I comprehended all of it because it was to the point where I was just reading to get through it because I would forget there's 57,000 characters.
And I think that too. I hate to say it, but like I read manga and stuff, and I hate to say it, but I feel like in pages like that, like my eyes will start to like shake. The words will shake.
Oh, for sure. Like after a while, your eyes do get tired.
But you say after a while, but I'm like after a page. I'm like, I need some pictures to break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Something.
But, we'll get into reading.
Yeah.
You'll get into reading. I'll get into poetry.
Okay.
Maybe we can,
I'm not getting into
basement
reading.
Yard did a speakeasy. The basement yard, they did the speakeasy. And he had like the book in front of him and he was like, what did he say? He was like, wham! Says my mom or some shit like that. Do you don't know what I'm talking about? I'm showing you that. After we do what we gotta do today, I'm showing you that.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up in a moment. But the final book that we are currently listening to right now, which we mentioned in episode 3, because Spotify sucks, and she's out of listing hours, and I ran out of
listing hours on like the 2nd
day
or the
of May.
3rd
of May. Yeah, that's crazy.
For the month.
Yeah, for the month. So I'm probably gonna buy her another couple hours because I need us to stick up together, like stay with each other.
If they have it on Audible, I get it on there. I have a couple credits.
A couple credits. So yeah, no, for sure. I should look at that too.
Dude.
But Quicksilver, really good. Me and her started together. I started a little bit before, but I was like, listen. And then when at lunch, when we're on break and everything, me, Jamise, and two other coworker friends, we'll sit at the table and I'll give them like all right, y'all, so this is what's happening. I'll give them like a little.
And then she'll give each one like a headphone to like listen to the parts.
Yeah, to like any steamy parts or really like dramatic parts. I'll be like, all right, now listen. And I'm just in there like,
you're like, yeah, right. Yeah, you like that?
So this one, it's based off, you have different realms, okay, or different wards or whatever. So let's say it's in the same realm, but like different sections in this realm where she originally is from. You have like first
it's in the same world.
Yes. So take realms out. Let's just say in her world, you have first ward, second ward, third ward, fourth ward. Let's say the fourth ward is where the queen stays. Fourth ward, and anyone who just so happened to be living in this one, you could be, the same broke Bessie in number ward 1. But since you're in ward 4, where the queen is, you're blessed with riches and food and water. These other wards, I think hers is ward 1 or something, but the main character.
4th or 6th, she's in like the lowest one, so they're like disease ridden and nasty.
Okay, so let's flip flop it. So she's in a nasty one where they're like saying, oh, disease, don't help them, don't go over there, they get killed all the time. Lo and behold, they don't have any disease. It's just the queen is like a dictator and
she's
evil.
Giving them disease by giving them dirty water and food rations, and the sun's out 24/7. It's fucking hot.
And I think the girl, to make a long story short, the main character, stole a knight's or a colonel's or whatever army dude, a helmet, his gauntlet.
Yes.
She stole it because she was gonna melt down the gold to make like something to make money for her family. Yeah. And then she got caught. Blah blah blah. Some drama went down. Took the girl into the castle. She basically got beat to death, and got like a knife stuck in her, and she was on the brink of death. And then this thing called Quicksilver, which is like a mass liquid, a magical liquid.
Yeah.
That basically opens portals. But she awakened it because she pulled a sword from something and she touched the sword that gave it, that basically awakened. She's an
alchemist.
Yeah, so she can manipulate metal. Yeah, she can manipulate metals. So she can manipulate the Quicksilver,
which has been asleep for thousands of years.
Has
not been woken up.
Thus, the realms have been closed off because the Quicksilver is like a pool of silver that is that you can travel through to get to these other realms, and they've been closed off for centuries until this girl, I forget her name. All I know is it's like Fishman or something, like Lord Fishman or Fishmore.
Fisher.
Lord Fisher.
It's like Sarah, but weird. Cyrus.
Okay, we'll say Cyrus. I think that's it. But then Cyrus, on the brink of death, opened up the portal again. Lord Fisher, who has been stuck in the in-between of it because he was banished and went there for like 110 years or something. Yeah. Comes through the Quicksilver portal, sees her, grabs her. We're going to the Fae magical realm where Lord Fisher is at.
Can't remember the name. It was like Elvia or Elvea.
But some mystical Fae realm. And now she's kind of imprisoned there by a blood oath that she made with Lord Fisher, who is like a hot and an asshole. They're the love interest and stuff, okay? So there's a lot of banter, and he's the banished guy, and he's like a piece of crap, and he's like scum, and he used to be amazing, but then something tragic happened.
But it's only because of bitch ass king.
Yeah, the king there.
It's only because of the the dictator king.
Yeah, the kings and queens and everything, they're apparently, so far that we know, all of them are pretty crap. Except Lord Fisher, who is a lord in his...
King.
In his, the ward, you have the Fey realm, but in his ward, he is, like, better in that ward. Whatever.
He, because his father led something, and then he became Kingfisher by leading the something army against the somebody and slayed the dragon or something.
Dragon... I don't know, but he did. Lord Fisher did a lot of good, but then something tragic happened, and the king is basically making him look like a horrible person too, and twisting people's perception or whatever opinion on him. The girl, she's trapped as a human because she can manipulate metals, and I believe she can manipulate metals, and he wants her to make rings that will protect the people from going through the Quicksilver, because Quicksilver is honestly poisonous.
Artifacts. What? No.
They're rings.
But they turn them into something. He wants to turn them into, like, artifacts, or, like...
Artifacts turn into rings. Which will the
They're
ring
already
be.
Rings.
Oh, but I thought he wants her to manipulate them to make them, like...
Into a pendant.
Oh, a pendant?
Because they're, like... Because there's thousands of rings. Like, thousands of rings.
Okay, then never mind. Because it has to be something, like, really important in order for it to be strong enough to be manipulated into a pendant of some kind to protect them with going through the Quicksilver. Because, again, the Quicksilver, although it's a portal... it's like cursed and can
and there's a lot of magic, and you have to be able to handle
that much magic too. So for his common folk, common, not even fays, but common, like, you know, little fairies or whatever.
Oh, but, yeah, the things, the fire. Yeah, his servers, the cute things.
They're not fairies. What are they?
They're
sprites. Spirits?
The sprites. They call them
fire sprites.
Like one's a fire sprite and one's a something else sprite. They're so cute. It's kind of like Dobby from Harry Potter, but like
I kind of imagine them looking like did you ever watch that movie Arthur and the Invisibles? You've never watched that?
Wow. Give me a picture. I'm not bad with names. Give me a picture. It's probably no, but oh my gosh, yeah, I did. Okay.
That was my favorite.
I didn't know that's what it was called, but I knew it.
That was my favorite. Okay. The servant of the king. It was like his son. I don't know. But just like if you could just imagine, I imagine like a bigger, but you know, like what a mole looks like with the snout and everything. I just imagined the fire sprout the fire sprite that was in there looking like a little mystical mole. I don't know. Anyways.
No, I mean, we can and that's the thing about reading. You can imagine it how you want to imagine it. I imagine it more like a troll, like a cute troll-esque. And like he just had like fire and he's steaming all the time.
Oh, cute.
And
if we were good, like art, like we're decent artists.
If I was a good, I can't draw to save my life.
It would be cool to draw out like what we imagine them looking like.
That'd be really cute.
But I think this is a podcast.
I think it is too. We're talking, having a little conversation, having a little chin wag.
We're done.
Hey!
That was a good little chin wag.
The chin was wagging. We saw you, our one commenter.
Someone on our YouTube short, someone had commented about because we had talked about British slang.
Because we were like, a chin wag? That's it. What sense?
And they're like, it makes sense to us. And
yeah, because you're chin wags. We were like,
that's fair.
It's fair. It's funny. I didn't think about it that way.
Sure.
You're right.
The next time you see us,
it would actually
and hear from us.
Permanent.
Yeah, yes. We'll be in the apartment. This is just, we're getting something out there before we hunker down with moving and everything. Because it's literally, we're leaving now to do more. So
yeah.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you're eager to come back.
That part. Let us know if the eating breakfast thing is a hit or miss, because...
Not for real, because I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, we're eating.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. Until next time. Deuces, y'all.
Bye.